You may have come across the terms big P and little p policy before and asked yourself, what's the difference? This video will answer that question, provide examples, and explore Title V's role. Let's get started. Big P policy refers to public or government policies at the federal, state, or local level. Big P policies include official policies dictated by any legislative, judicial, or executive branch. We typically think of Big P policies as policies that are passed, approved, or ordered by some government body. This includes everything from executive orders from the President of the United States to policies enacted by your local city council. Little p policy, on the other hand, refers to the wide variety of policies that are developed outside of the government branches. Little p policies include workplace policies, nonprofit guidelines, and policies that guide program development and implementation. Little p policies are policies in which you likely do not need explicit approval or passage of a bill from a government entity in order to implement the policy. Little p policies include everything from the guidelines on who can participate in the Olympics to a workplace healthy snack policy for meetings and events. Now you try. Is this a big P or little p policy? A workplace creates a new policy to offer paid family leave to employees. That's right, it's a little p policy because it's a private entity, non-government related, and doesn't require government intervention. What about this one? A state legislature passes a bill that requires paid family leave to be offered by all employers. That's a big P policy. We know that because it requires legislative action to enact. Here's one final example. A Title V program implements a policy that requires all pregnant people to be screened for depression. This one's a little p policy and a great example of one way in which Title V programs can develop policies at the programmatic level. Now that you've learned about the difference between big and little p policy, ask yourself, what is your role in the policy process? Public health professionals are constantly working on policy in some fashion, even if it doesn't seem like it. This is the CDC's policy process, which provides a systematic way to develop policies that can help you address public health problems and can help you identify your potential role in the policy process. Title V programs have a variety of opportunities to influence policy, including advocating for policies, developing and implementing policies, and working with stakeholders and communities to gather feedback on what's needed and how various policies are working, just to name a few. Learn more about Title V and policymaking in the next video on an opportunity to share policy efforts from your state and learn from your MCH peers.